Hello and welcome to another golf video. Thank you for joining me here today. Today's video is going to contain myself, my buddy Drew, and my future father-in-law Arnie, and we are playing a course called Hawks Prairie, located in Lacey, Washington. Another course about a half hour to an hour outside south of Seattle. Hawks Prairie comes with two courses, two 18-hole courses. This one that we are playing is called the Links. They also have one called the Woodlands. So during this video, this round actually was played about a month ago from this recording that I'm doing today. And there's reasons why I held onto this video for quite a while. Mainly a couple of life events that were going on in between this round and this video, and then there's just also some things that happen here that I would imagine some of us do not want to relive, and we'll get into that as the video gets going. One quick note as we get going here. This is the course that I shot my personal best golf score ever at. I believe it was around last year this time, right around April 20th, somewhere in there. I shot my first break 80. I shot a 75. It came somewhat out of the blue. I was intending and going into the round that day, just hoping to be right around the 85, but just played hit a lot of fairways, hit a lot of greens and regulations, made a few long putts along the way, and actually had a chance to shoot even par going into the last hole, par 5, which I ended up double bogeying that time. So shot a 75. So coming into today, I have some expectations of playing well. I played this course, I think, one time in between that round and this round, and I shot right around the 85 again. So having expectations, hoping that I can do something special again here today. You will also see throughout the round that Drew and I are doing our normal skins, friendly skins match, where we play for $5 per hole. If the hole is tied, then the skin and the money will be carried over to the following hole. When you see my tracking labels up on the top left there, I'm just going to do the total skins one. So if there's a carryover, I'm not going to include that in the skins count. It will just be represented as one skin, but the dollar amount should change and will be represented in the proper dollar amount. So in that first hole there, I parred it. Drew ends up getting a double bogey, so I'm up one skin to nothing. I'm up $5 to 0 at the moment. Unfortunately, Arnie and I both drove our balls through the fairway into a hazard area, so we both were required to drop the ball. This is my fourth shot here to get onto the green. Arnie is just short of the green, I believe. Whoa. Drew nearly takes me and my camera out while I was doing the recording there. Here is Drew for his fifth shot, trying to get back onto the green.
Go in. Oh.
Good tip.
Yep.
This is about a 20-foot putt here to save a par. I was able to hit two good shots after that drop to get onto the green. And bang, somehow I get that one to roll in on the last revolution. That saves a par for me. This is Arnie's first putt. He actually duffs this. So you know when you're duffing putts, it's probably not going to be your best round. And you'll find later the struggles will continue. He did not have a very lucky day today.
Oh. All right, 7. I was hoping to keep that off the card.
Okay.
The speed of these greens were pretty tough for all of us to read. This is a fairly early morning round, and there's a lot of dew left on the greens. They're also a little bit soft right now, so getting the speeds right was a little bit difficult to start out. Drew, it taps his in there for a par. I'm going to have a par putt here just to tie the hole and carry over the skin to the next.
But I noticed the video that's like doing the best for me is the Salish one where we all played like crap. Well, I guess you had some decent shots, but I think there's something relatable to the struggle.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like, oh, here's a good baseline. We're not superstars. No
Yeah.
pros, you know.
Hit some bad shots, and I think people like that.
As you heard there, I was talking about a previous video that I did from the Salish Cliffs golf course where I had a horrendous day and most everyone else in the group also did as well. This day was so far meeting expectations for me. Drew and Arnie are off to a pretty slow start. And, golf it could be that way. One day you can shoot low 80s, and then the following day you're coming back in the high 90s, and it's a very frustrating sport to anybody that doesn't play. And if anybody who does play, you know exactly what we're talking about. So we're just trying to have a little discussion about managing emotions and trying to just keep going even when things feel like they're going off the rail. You'll see throughout the round, I went absolutely nuts with the editing here. I felt like I want to make good golf content too, as much as possible here. Sometimes these scores are not as good as I'd like. I really want to get out of this 80s funk that I'm in right now. I feel like I just keep shooting anywhere between 85 and 87, and I don't know if that's really quality for the viewers to watch. Really trying. I think the better scores are going to be coming, so in replacement of good golf, you are getting a lot of crazy editing, some psychedelic stuff here going on.
Dead straight. Thank you. Yeah, I'll just take it. I'll take it. Thank you.
It's just water flying off that thing.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Oh, that one's good.
Drew just lipping out his par putt there. I'm going to take an early lead on him. I'm up 3 skins to 0. I'm going to be up $20 already after the first 4 holes. On to hole number 5. Hole number 5 is actually one of the tougher holes on the course. I came into this one wanting to play this very conservative. You do have to hit driver. The trees that you see on the left of the fairway, that pack, you really, to get a shot into the green, you need to at least get your ball past those trees or far enough right, like Drew did right there, to have some sort of angle to get in. Arnie hits his right at these trees. We're all watching it very closely to see if it gets through. We didn't hear it hit anything, so we're assuming he might have got lucky and got through that patch. So warning, some technical golf commentary coming in. This shot right here really affected me and made me change what I do going forward. On these shorter shots around the green, you can use a higher degree lofted club to try and float it more towards the hole and have less run out. I have not had as much success doing that. After that shot there, I've told myself that I'm going to go with probably my gap wedge, which is about a 52 degree. That way I can land it on the green and get a little bit more rollout. It feels a little bit more consistent to me. because I was pretty upset that I left this one so far short. This is my par putt coming back, and I missed that one. Up to this point, I am even, so this will be my first bogey on the card. Drew has this putt here to win a skin and win the hole.
Same thing.
That's way too hard.
Break. I should have played any break. Par or bogey? I doubled, so. Okay.
Did a little better, but
I give up.
So I'm a little bit rattled after that double bogey on the last hole, and it definitely comes in on this hole here. I'll let you see the shot and I'll explain.
Oh my God, what happened?
I know everybody likes to look at their club and blame everybody else for what just happened. When I hit that ball, it actually felt like I struck it well. I have been really hitting these mid-irons well, so I could not figure out what was going on. I couldn't wait to get home and look at the video footage to try and figure out what happened. And all I can think that really happened there is I did remember having the tee a little bit high. I remember thinking about that before I hit the shot, but didn't really think it would matter. From what it appears, I just went right under the ball, clipped it off the toe of the club and right into the water feature. So I had to drop and hit another one. So I am lying 3 currently. Yeah, and I'm not even on the green yet.
I just don't want to end up with
So Drew's going to go ahead and take that hole. I need this one to go for double bogey, and it does. So it was actually a pretty good save considering the start of the hole. So here we go into hole number 7, and this is where things get a little bit hairy. Arnie is already having a little bit of a hard day as it is. Drew's struggling a little bit as well, and what is about to happen is I'm going to explain as it's happening here. So Arnie's going to hit this ball right around the same line that Drew hit his. It looks like it's going to be a good ball. It's well in play at this point. Arnie's going to look down at his tee and take his eye off the ball. What you're seeing here is I tried to capture the hop of this ball. Arnie's looking down. I'm the only one who actually saw this happen, which also makes it a little bit more controversial and confusing. I saw a big hop. It hopped its first hop about 30 feet straight up into the air. It came back down, and when it came down, I saw it hop really hard to the right towards the house that I had circled. It did not look like it was going out of play, but it definitely looked like it was going to be difficult to locate. Here's some conversation after.
I saw it hop towards that second greenhouse, or the more greenish one there. Yeah, it should be like to the right of Drew, except for a little more forward, I think. Like it was right there.
So to continue on with the story, as Arnie and I were walking off the green, I told him, I don't think you're going to want to hear this, but I'm pretty sure I saw that ball take a sky hop to the right and over to the houses. And so when we looked around, we could not find the ball. It wasn't where I thought it was. It wasn't where Arnie and Drew thought it was. We just could not find the ball. So we still don't have a clear answer of where that ball was or if I saw what I thought I saw. And so the question that it left me with, thinking about over the time since this round has passed, is should I have just kept my mouth shut? Honestly, I probably should have just not said anything. I should have just let those two look for the ball, and we could have just assumed it plugged, and we could just, Arnie could have potentially played a free drop. These aren't handicap rounds that we're putting in anyways at this point, but since I did call out that I thought I saw it bounce off the cart path to the right, potentially out of play, it sort of got into, I think, Arnie's mind a little bit going forward, and he's already had a little bit of a struggle today. So it's just one of those things that if you think about what would you have done there, do you call it out, or you just not say anything and carry on? In retrospect, I probably would have just liked to have kept my mouth shut and carried on. And just to make matters worse, Arnie leaves that one on the lip. It is not going well for him right now. This is my putt here to tie Drew and carry the skin over to the next hole. Wow. And we're heading on to hole number 8. So this is kind of what I imagine it's going on in Arnie's head right now. When you have just a rough start, things not going your way, it can feel like you've never played golf before. Even if you played for 20 years, you feel like you haven't even ever swung a club before. It's just really hard to get it back. And so kind of taking that's a little bit of a joke there. But on this tee shot, Drew ends up to the right. He actually just stays out of a water hazard. I got mine down the middle, just not very far. Arnie pulled his to the left side rough, and he goes AWOL on this hole. This is where it's a little bit hard for one person to try and keep track of everybody's shots and where everybody is at all times. So this is Drew and I finishing out the hole. I believe Arnie ends up taking a double or a triple on this hole. I'm not quite sure. After hitting my second, I just missed getting onto the green by about 2 feet. You can actually see my ball mark straight there, kind of on the lower end of the screen. And then I go and proceed to duff my first attempt to chip out. I walk over to the right where my ball is still currently in the bunker. I'm going to chip it out, and I chip it long just to make sure I got out. So this is my comeback. Shot number 5 on this par 4. So Drew was in for a double bogey. I have this long one here to tie the hole. By some miracle, it was a pretty straight putt. It goes in, so I drained the 20-footer to carry this hole over onto number 9. Number 9 is a par 5. It doglegs to the left. You don't generally want to get too aggressive because the driving range is to the left as well. So I say that because Drew ends up pulling this one, and it ends up going over towards the driving range. We weren't actually sure if it stayed in play or not, but we were able to find it, and it actually ended up in a decent position considering. So I'm safely up there in 2 right now, still short of the green. This is where Drew hit his second shot from. I don't know if he intended to be this aggressive or not, but he just goes right over all those bushes there. It ends up being a fantastic shot. He is like right next to the green now, taking basically the shortest route possible. This is my third to get on. It goes a little bit long and a little bit left, but it will be a putt for a birdie.
Yeah. Bite. Wow, that's sad.
Now you gotta move for me.
Sad hard.
Drew and I tied the last 2 holes, so that makes this right here a birdie putt for a skin and $15, and he gets that one to drop.
There you go, bud.
Oh no. You hit a draw. He never hits a draw.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on now.
You know, you might. All right.
Fat. Go.
No.
So Drew is making an absolute mess of this hole. He just gets onto the green in 5. This is a birdie putt and currently 2 putts to win the hole, but Drew is still not in, so could end up being more putts.
Come on. Come on.
Ball. Yours.
Par? Par. Well done.
Oh.
My par ends up taking this hole. It is going to tie me and Drew now for a money count. We are even.
Whoa. Oh shit. I hope I'm not on him.
I don't know if you were able to hear what I said after that shot, but this is a dog leg to the right. It's kind of a blind tee shot, and I knew that the group ahead of us was up there, potentially on the green, maybe in approach range. We gave him a little bit of extra time. I hit that ball so clean and so close to the right side, you really couldn't shape it or take it any closer there. So I was kind of nervous that I drove it up on the guys in front of us.
Right. You're past the one.
But it ends up rolling, staying in the fairway. It ends up being a good shot. Here's Arnie. His ball actually just barely stayed in. He's doing some tree service here. Things just not going well again.
Fat. Oh my god.
Up until that shot, I still feel like I had a realistic chance to break 80 as long as I can maybe slip one birdie along the way and get a few pars. But as you see there, I did not make a good connection with that ball. I have a long putt here, which I blast about 12 feet by, and my problems are going to continue after that as well.
Gotta go.
Didn't give it enough.
No, that was probably it too. Break. Oh no. Oh no. This green is not this green. Oh, good. I didn't even really realize that my ball was right in your stance.
This ends up being a 4-putt double bogey for me, pretty much eliminating all of my hopes of breaking 80 today. And I also give up the dollar amount lead in our skins match to Drew. Drew now has a $5 advantage on me. This is hole number 12, par 5. It is a hard dog leg to the right. For you big hitters, you can pretty much take it right over that clump of trees on the right there. I do by accident sometimes. Today I was really just trying to burn the edge of it and maybe hit a little bit of a fade to get some extra rollout down that direction.
Man, I thought the hill was going to take it and my natural draw. That thing went straight. I'm doing the same thing with these little wedge shots. I don't even know what else I could do. Oh!
So Drew gave me that putt there on the last. We tied the hole, we're carrying it over. This is a par 3, a little bit downhill. This is possibly my best strike of the day. It is going right at the flag. Drew's tee shot was a little bit short. I missed his chip onto there. That was for par, so he's going to walk with a bogey. I'm going to have a birdie attempt. That is my ball right there. This is one of my better birdie attempts of the day. I have 2 putts now to get this in for a skin. A little bit aggressive there. Got a little bit more work than I was hoping to come back for this par, but still a putt for a skin. Got that one, and now I'm going to take a $5 lead on Drew. Heading over to hole number 14. This is one of the feature view holes here. It is a view of the Puget Sound. For some reason, this hole really backed up. There's one group waiting to approach onto the green. There's one group on the green, and then there's also one group on the tee at 15. So we had to wait a minute for this hole.
You'll be okay, but you're not going to like that little salad bowl you're in.
Yeah. I think I got lucky.
Used to play here when there was no houses, when it first opened.
to try to recap what just happened here on that hole. Drew hit his tee shot into the neighborhood. I don't actually think it hit anything, but it was definitely out of play, so he had to drop for his third shot. I ended up hitting my second one into the pond, so I had to drop. Arnie's the only one who's actually played this hole somewhat clean so far. He's going to be in for a bogey. I'm going to give this putt to Drew. It leaves me one putt here to win another skin. Got that one to go. We are heading on to hole number 15. While I have a moment here, I'm going to go ahead and just talk about life and golf. I took, like I said, a slight break, about a week off of editing on this video, and since then I've played about 4 or 5 rounds. I currently have this round, which is going to get uploaded today as soon as I'm done doing this voiceover. I have a shorty round that I did by myself in just the pouring rain, and I'll discuss more about that during that video. I also have a video with me and Arnie just playing Chambers Bay that happened on Tuesday of this week. It is currently Thursday right now. And the following day, I played a round with Drew at a course called Washington National. So I'm going to try and get all 4 of these rounds out as quick as I can, because essentially the feature event of the year, my Masters tournament, is coming up next week on Wednesday. It is a work-sponsored / themed golf event where day 1 will be an individual round playing at a course called Dungeness through 7-seaters. And traditionally, I have not played very well in that tournament. It ends up being a very full tournament, about 140 participants or so. So the round ends up being very long, and most people are not taking the day very seriously. So there is a lot of alcohol consumption and whatever else is going on, and it just makes it a little bit hard to play your best golf. But I'm hoping, I put myself in there as a 12 handicap, which may or may not be fair. As you can see in these videos, I've really just been stuck in the mid 80s, but I do have that potential to go low, possibly, but I doubt it's going to happen in that tournament. And then the following day, after the individual round, we are going to play a scramble with my usual scramble team, although my cousin Tim is kind of on the fence whether he's actually going to play it or not, which is a little bit concerning because he's probably our best player. But we're all looking forward to that. Me and Drew are definitely in. I'm not sure if my buddy Haywood's in or not. He's our 4th in these scrambles, so hopefully he's in, and that should provide a lot of good content. I'm expecting that to be one of the better videos of the year. Okay, this is important here too. We and Drew both told Arnie this putt was good. This was his tee shot. He hit an amazing tee shot here from about 2 feet. He walks up, gives it a tap. It does go by, but I'm going to, for the purpose of scoring, we were giving that one to him. Drew and I called it before he hit it, so we he just came up and got it. So that's kind of what happened there.
I honestly didn't know what it was going to do. But I played.
Break a little bit.
Oh, nothing.
That's good. Yeah. So another hole, another tie for Drew and I. We're going on to hole number 17 here. This is a hard dog leg to the right. There is a pond right about where Drew is hitting it, but I believe he ended up being safe and cleared it.
Okay. That's it's a little better contact I've been making. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That
draw.
is the one.
See if you can outdo mine. Oh.
We're using his.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is happening?
tree.
Ooh. That's
Horrible.
yeah.
Go really hard. Dang, I feel like I got Ralph all the way through. This thing's bouncing around. Dying speed. I had a chance.
I am in for a bogey. Drew has this 10-footer here for a bogey and to tie the hole and carry over and make the next hole worth $15. He finds a way to drain that one. We are on to hole number 18. I currently have a $15 advantage on him. This hole right now is worth $15, so I'm either going to walk away with $0, $15 if we tie, or $30 if I happen to win this hole outright.
Best friend of the day.
So Drew absolutely hammers that one right in the perfect position. He's in a much better situation than I am right now. I have not been feeling this 3-wood as much lately. Kind of duffed that one. I do advance it enough to give me sight line of the hole, at least for my next shot.
Might as well. Beauty.
Nice and straight.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping to do. All right.
Down to it. Hard. Yeah. So short.
Ooh.
Okay.
Way.
Drew is hitting his 4th shot to get onto the green. I am all the way on the back of the green right now, hitting 5, trying to par.
What a shot.
This was a decent putt, gives me a real realistic shot at saving a bogey. Drew is going to have a par putt to win the hole, win the
Always the
skin,
last hole.
and tie up our money match for the day. He's got about 10, 12 feet here for the skin.
On in. All right.
And he buries it. So for mine and Drew's skins match for the day, I'm going to end up walking away with 7 skins. He's going to have 5 skins. I get that one to drop for a bogey. The final tallies for our round are as followed. I think Arnie actually marked himself at a 95. I wasn't really asking him what his scores were, and I was just kind of tracking what I could. So Drew is up with a 91, and I shoot a 87. So thank you for watching, and more stuff coming here real soon.